played with the tattoo skill quite a bit since the pack came out, but I realized that I don't think I've made a dedicated build video for the tattoo skill yet, because almost all of the gameplay that I've done with the skill has been kind of rags to riches style. So I was making builds, but I was like slowly improving upon them and not doing it in just like one individual video. So that's what I want to do today. I want to try and build something for the tattoo skill. I'm kind of thinking like a classic shop downstairs, small apartment upstairs, and I'd really like to make it at least sort of reasonably priced so you can actually download it and play with it. I would really prefer if this wasn't like a tiny house that somehow ends up costing 100,000 simoleons, because for some reason I have a real tendency to keep doing that. I'm thinking like 30,000 simoleons. It's not super high, it's not super low. You can easily get there without using any cheats. Okay, and I'm not super sure about this plan, so just bear with me while I try and figure this out, okay? Because I have an idea, I just don't know if it's gonna be good or not. I kind of want to have a fake garage on the side of it. And then this part over here, I want to be like solid glass panels. I'm basically picturing like an entire glass extension on the outside of the building. Of course, we don't quite have all the windows that I want to, like they don't really come in the exact matching colors that I would like. But imagine how cool it would be to have like a big glass case kind of on the outside. And then the rest of it is sort of like warehousey vibes made out of brick. And I've already used Eco Lifestyle, so this is probably gonna have like so many packs. I apologize in advance for that too. Okay, this is the garage door that I was picturing. This is just a garage mural from City Living, and your sim can paint it. Maybe we could have her paint one right now, because then we can sort of, oh, she doesn't like the decor. Okay. But I think that like a garage door being painted with a mural would look really cool. It's like kind of a neat detail. Oh, she has like no skill. All right, let's give her a second. She's gonna take some time to finish this. Oh, uh-oh. It's the other tattoo artist coming for the welcome wagon. Here we're trying to build a business and the competitor shows up. Oh my gosh, I always forget how long it takes to make these murals. This is gonna take us like actually ages. But like, look how cool it's looking already. Okay. She is finally done, so we have our mural complete. Let's try and figure out the color of the wallpaper a bit better, because I'm not fully sure what I want to put on that side. I know I wanted to have black behind these windows, but do I want the black over here too, behind the mural? Also, am I gonna put like my staircase to get into my apartment just like back here in this corner? I think I kind of like that. You know what? It is a good thing that we cheated for money, because imagine trying to do this and we had like 10,000 simoleons left after I built all this stuff out. That would have been bad. Okay, I do like that as the way to access our apartment. And then maybe we do it kind of like this, where the kitchen could go here. We have our living room, the bathroom, and the bedroom for the apartment. And then downstairs, we could have this become the bedroom. We could do the tattoos in that fake garage part. And there could be kind of like a waiting area, I guess. I don't know, it's kind of small. We also need to have a front door, which I didn't really like plan out at all, but I sort of feel like the front door should just go over here. And maybe we could have this be like a whole covered section. I don't really know if I want the whole place to be covered or not. Maybe we could have like a small patio part that's kind of like that. Okay, now we got to start adding in platforms. We want this to be possibly like a little bit multi-leveled like this. To me, something along those lines actually looks really good. Let's be really careful about how and where we put lights inside of this space so that we don't risk spending any extra money. And then we can start buying some of the necessities, things like the ticket kiosk. Well, you know what? Maybe I should put the rest of the windows first. I didn't even realize that I didn't really do that yet. Yikes. I want to use this door, but I don't like the height of it at all. It looks like so weird and short. I may end up just sticking to these. I could probably have this little thing. Oh, never mind. I don't like it. Ooh, what if we did like a little bit of a split leveling sort of thing? Just so we can get that the slightest little bit higher up. I'm not super sure how I feel about that. If you put it up too high, they can still walk in and out. You just need to make sure that you have a staircase for them to get through. It might look kind of cool. That's a lot of money for us to spend inside that we probably don't need to be doing, but it might be nice. I think that we should do like the cool stamped concrete as the flooring in here. I gotta figure out something to put behind this too, because that looks bad. Yeah, that's better. Okay, could do stamped concrete in the bathrooms as well. Okay, this door, nice and cheap. I'm gonna use that. I'll probably put that for the bathroom door in this building too. Okay, we have to alt place this door because it won't be centered otherwise, which is so annoying. I think I might do just like one small window right there. Ooh, I actually want that one. That's really cool. Okay, and then this part is the kitchen and the bathroom. So we can have like smaller windows there to go around around them. I think we might want to have another big window, like possibly this one. I know that part is the bathroom, but oh, I gotta grab this garage door. I want it on both sides. Ugh, that's a lot of money. Spending money on that garage door might not be a good idea. Oh, I could put the ticket kiosk like right here, kind of right when you come in. And I'm currently trying to decide if I want windows there. I don't really know if I like that. I kind of like that there's no window there. We could put like a tall piece of landscaping or something instead. Okay, I put some big windows. Okay, in hindsight, I'm realizing that this maybe looks a little bit strange. I don't love the look of the back of the building because there's not really a lot of light or anything, but I think that it's probably the best way to do it because that gives me more space right here for the kitchen. I'm just gonna use the cheap base game counters for the kitchen, unfortunately. Can I scoot that over even further? Ooh, a little bit on the strange side in the back, but it looks better that way on the inside. I'm looking at all of the surfaces from Eco Lifestyle because there's some stuff like, I don't know, this shelf, it's pretty modern and cool and might be like a good way to take up some space. This shelf, same thing, modern and cool, takes up some nice space. Probably use this in the bathroom. Some of this we could bring downstairs, like this might be good to take up room inside of this area. I want a leather sofa, and I want it to be 3 tiles wide, but I also don't want to use that many packs. I do actually like the look of that. That's from high school years. Okay, hear me out. Enormous tree right in the back corner. I really like that it has the red accent because a lot of the stuff I'm putting in this house has a red accent. I do not have a TV, but I think I might just not give myself one. I'm going to instead prioritize having stuff inside of the store. I love that artwork, but I don't think it works. We have a lot of this like red and blue kind of stuff going on in here. Well, this one might work. That's only 150. Okay, so this is what I've got for the upstairs inside of the apartment. I can't tell if it's good or bad, but I'm gonna leave it like that for now. I guess we're doing like that dark blue color in here, and we're gonna have to have the cheapest bathroom stuff. That's okay though, because it works. And honestly, I don't even think it looks that bad. It's like fine. Do I dare use like all black? I guess it might be kind of interesting. That's different than what I normally would have chosen. What if we picked like a red accent wall? Ooh, that looks pretty cool. The city living beds might be the way to go for this too, because we can get some fun colors. I'm also gonna put a dresser. I'm kind of obsessed with that artwork. That looks really cool. Let's use that. And then maybe just like a businesses and hobbies plant in the corner. Look, this is a really tight squeeze upstairs inside of this room. I guess my thought process is that we can add stuff to it once we've done down here. I just don't want to like spend all of our money in the apartment and then have nothing in the business. Let's try and mimic what we had with the wallpaper in a few of those other places. I think I might make her come paint the inside one too, because whatever she paints on this, let's paint like a city mural and see what it looks like, and then we can use that to determine the color scheme of the inside. It's really interesting and like really impactful artwork. Plus, I never use this thing, so it's kind of cool to have a chance to use it. Okay, this is coming together. I want to use that like magenta color. We'll make it kind of neon inside. Oh, I love how that looks. I've actually never seen that one before, so I'm glad that we did that. Let's try and pick some paint that matches. Here we kind of have this cool blue color, so we could do that on either side of this wall. And then this is kind of like that magenta color. Maybe I'll put that over here. And I think last, I don't know about the yellow. Maybe it needs to be more of like a peachy tone. This is one of the wallpapers from Businesses and Hobbies. That one might be okay. It kind of has like that color to it. Let's do tile inside of this room again. All right, maybe it needs to be more saturated. I don't know. I'll admit it's looking a bit funky, okay? I know it looks funky. I'm gonna figure it out. It's gonna be fine. The Businesses and Hobbies toilet stall is really expensive. The one from high school years is only $400, so unfortunately I might have to use that one. I might put the changing table in here just as a way to take up some space. It's not the cutest bathroom ever, but it'll do. And then as far as other things go in the small business, I'm trying to decide if I want to have one of the whiteboards or not. I'm kind of thinking no. I know we're gonna have like tattoo things over here. Those are $920. I also wanted to have this because I have these visions of my sim selling her artwork on there. I almost forgot to put a sign out front too. We'll use like, hello, do you not want to go on there? There you go. Yeah, we'll put that outside. Okay, what else do we have from Businesses and Hobbies? Obviously we have like this thing. There are those items. This giant plant might be kind of cool for us to, oh, I guess you can already see it from the front though, so we don't want to use it twice in places that are really obvious. I wish that this was a desk because that would be so cool if we could have my sim like sat there working. Oh, this thing would be so cool too, but it's too expensive. We do have ink And we have like this set of tattoo clutter. This is a 1000 simoleon fireplace that I probably shouldn't use. I'm looking through some more of this stuff from City Living because I know they have some kind of cool wall lights. Oh, I was picturing this. This might be a really interesting installation for us to put up along one of these walls, especially because we can get some more color in it that way. How much was that? Oh, 215. For something that big, that is not bad. Okay, I just had this idea of using some of the Restoration Workshop stuff like from the new kit. I wonder if that would be cool to shove in the corner. I just put the breaker panel too, which I probably don't need, but I just feel like might be kind of interesting. Okay, we can't afford to put as much in here clutter-wise as I would like to, but we can get a few of them. We also have this really cool LED light decal that we can put up. I'm liking that back there so far. There are also more lights. They have like these ring lights too, if we wanted to put any of those. We probably don't need to have these 2 tattoo tables. I just think that like, it's nice to have as many as we can get, you know? I'm gonna put a burglar alarm on this little wall because that's like another thing that we can use. I've got a plant over there. Okay, so they check in at this ticket kiosk. I'm about to try something that's like kind of weird, okay? So like, just bear with me. I think I might switch the blue to be on that wall and I'll make this one purple because that fits a little bit better. But maybe we could have like a sort of weirdly angled rug. We can use it in a kind of fun color. Now, I think that maybe it needs to be more of like a leather style sofa. Maybe even more like this one. There's already a lot of color happening, so we should be kind of careful. Okay, I'm trying to get this to be like perfectly lined up. It's hard to get it angled the right way. It's like slightly off, but we can just leave it. I think that rug is part of the problem. And we could do the fish one. The fish one might actually be better. And yet, with the fish one, I think I need to switch the colors back. Now this doesn't work anymore. It needs to be more modern looking. They do have some from Businesses and Hobbies. These are just shorter, so there's less couch happening. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. Okay, that lamp has some kind of funky color to it. Let me see about changing the lighting color in here. So I would make this light like a little bit more red. And again, just like my sincerest apologies if you hate it being angled like that. I understand that it's kind of weird, but do you see like where I'm coming from a little bit with wanting it to be placed in like the middle of the room? I don't know. Okay, I'm getting the digital sketch pad so that we can make tattoos. I'll get a light in here. Maybe the light becomes like that kind of cool blue color. We pick just like a little bit more artwork. I think that maybe we need a nice plant over here because you can see that from the outside. That works for me. So the customers can sit, they can get tattooed, they can buy our artwork, we can make our artwork. Maybe I can put a couple of these chairs in here in like an interesting little location. My thought is that possibly we pretend that these chairs, you could like sit there to get a consultation or something. I want some more of those LED signs again. I think maybe if this one was in a different color, we could do like the flames version. Maybe I could just get a handful of these neon ink things and put them in a few places. The wings might be kind of cool on this wall. And I like how they match like the color of the wall a little bit. So it's just like some funky matching LEDs. Do these come in that brown leather instead? Oh, no. Why would they? Sorry, my bad for assuming. That would make too much sense. Okay, I got a planter box next to this door. I'm gonna put my mailbox on the back, because that way, or maybe the mailbox goes on the wall. Yeah, that makes way more sense, it being like right there on the wall, so they'll have the mail delivered this way. I would have liked to have picked a different color or like a different texture for the roof, but I don't think we should spend money on that right now. Oh, maybe the sign could go like over there. I think that's better. Oh, before I forget, let me switch the upstairs. This needs to be residential. All right, that'll be fine. Okay, now we go into debug again. This is where it's gonna get interesting. I'm gonna look through Businesses and Hobbies debug and try and find basically whatever I can get. There is some stuff like this thing that I would kind of like to be able to use. I don't really know what happens if it starts clipping together, but I don't know. I guess I just feel like this might be a nice touch to have leading up to our front door. It's kind of like the wrong shade of gray, but I guess welcome to The Sims 4. It does that. Oh, I have to pay for a trash can. All right, I put some plants down. I'm gonna put this bike rack too. I don't really know if I should, but I like that the bike rack adds some more stuff and some more color. So I'm gonna do it. Oh, these could be cool. We could put up some of the like cycle wheels and stuff. I could put one of those and then like a bike wheel. That's pretty cheap. And then it's like a nice decor piece. Okay, I'm kind of wondering about this. It's really big, so if I size it down, it might be okay. But that could be a fun little thing. I can do that in the back too, by this door. Oh, it looks terrible. It's okay. It's gonna be fine. I like that. I like how the giant tree sort of like blocks everything. It covers up all the mess. The other option is this one, but nah, I think that the scale of this is better. We can put some of those other ones, like this birch tree could be in the back. Maybe this birch tree could go over there. So we still have them. Oh, I guess there must be a debug one because there's like the same tree but in a different color there. I was about to spend money on this. That could have been a disaster. Okay, that's better. I know that there's flowers in the debug from this pack. I just have possibly scrolled past them like a bunch of times because I'm trying. Oh, here we go. This is what I was looking for. I want to be able to see those from the front. I think that is actually really beautiful. I like this so far. And obviously this place is not at all expensive. So there's a lot of stuff that you're probably going to want to like work your way up towards. I'm going to get a couple extra things like a full-length mirror. We have some books. I would love to have magazines, but I think they're from packs that we haven't used yet. That's fine. I'm going to use them anyway because I could see that happening. I could see them having magazines right there. 150 simoleons left. I need a trash can. This one is not the cutest, but it might have to be what we use. So I put that in the front. I think I actually might put it in the front because then everybody can access it. They don't have a thermostat, but I didn't use seasons anywhere. So like, it's fine, right? I'm trying to think if I want to spend those last 72 simoleons anywhere and like what I would buy with it. Maybe I just get some more tattoo clutter. Okay, last thing, let's get a little bit of terrain paint down. I put it underneath the plants and I'm gonna put it around the outside of the building too. Obviously we did run out of money and like we kind of got by the budget in the end, but I actually think that for the budget that we had, it turned out pretty well. And I like that we used a budget because this way it makes it more playable. I'm gonna put it on the gallery. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. I have so much fun building businesses. It's like one of my favorite things to do in the game. This pack has like completely changed the way I think about and want to play Sims. So I know I've made a lot of videos with it, but it's just so fun. It's been so fun. I think on that note though, I am gonna wrap this one up right here. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you like this business. And let me know also if you think there are any other businesses that we should try to do that I haven't yet. I've covered a lot of the main bases I was interested in, but if there are any others that you feel like I've forgotten about or like might be kind of fun, leave them in the comments down below and I will catch you all tomorrow. Okay, bye everybody. I don't know if you can hear it, but my cat is snoring next to me on her little cat tree. I always wonder if the mic is picking it up. I think it's probably just a little bit too quiet, but it is really, really cute.